Andrew McCART. Oh, plug that in first. Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. I'm here with the one and only, the big S, the big Shawnee Mac. What's happening, champ?
All good, all good. I just want to ask you, how many times have you practiced this off the camera?
What?
Andrew McCart here from IFL TV.
Every day. You try it to me. Go on, you try to say Sean McComb, IFL TV, in association with MTK. Try and interview me at the start. Try it.
How's it going, everybody? Sean McComb here from IFL TV in association with MTK. I'm here today with the one and only Andrew McCart.
Nailed it, mate, see?
Not bad.
There you go, you've got a job. Coogan, once he retires,
Same
he can be the Irish correspondent.
I hear there's a trip going next week to Miami. Put me on.
Yeah, you can come with me, you can tell me if you want.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
My bird will phone me, my bird will leave me.
Exactly, you're a new dad now, you can't go anywhere, mate. In fact, let's just jump straight into that. How's the wee one anyway? Congratulations as well.
Cheers, thank you. Yeah, the wee one's brilliant. Doing very well. I've been away a lot of the time from it's been born. So I take my hat off to my girlfriend Derby for that, for bearing with me and holding the fort while I've been away on work duties. But yeah, baby's been brilliant. And it's an overwhelming feeling. Let's
talk about the Commonwealth title. Is that just a new toy for the wee man to enjoy?
Yeah, 100%. It's a milestone in my career. I believe picking this up along the way will be a good tale. Looking back on, baby just born, he'll be able to witness my first title. Obviously he won't remember, but he will look back and he will go, Jesus, what I done, what I sacrificed while I was away, while Carbra was at home with Dervla, and one day he'll understand why I done it.
Exactly, well, I'm sure he will. Now, we spoke a little bit off camera. We've talked about this is the first time you've made £135. You were 7 ounces under, I believe,
yeah.
And you were fighting up at 140. Now, we know what you used to do when you were making 140. You used to have a Twix, maybe 2 days, well, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Twixes, whatever, to make 140. And to be honest, I'm going to be honest with you, I said that to you off camera as well, that I was 50-50 because you are quite tall, you're big framed as well.
Yeah.
Big shoulders and stuff. I was like, I don't think you can make 135. I just didn't think you would do it. I was 50-50. The small part of me was like, I hope he does because you'd be massive at the weight.
Yeah.
But you looked comfortable. Yeah, I mean, you look, maybe, I don't know how you felt, but you look me, I was looking at you and the man looks comfortable. Did you feel comfortable making the weight?
I was 100% comfortable. I was actually on the phone to Paddy Barnes today and he was laughing, sending me voice notes before the weigh-in, saying, McComb, I do not know how you're laughing and how you're able to joke and play around before.
But he was a bastard in trying to make weight.
He was. He's like, if that was me, I'd be depressed off my head. He's like, you're obviously making it comfortably, and I did. I had a long camp. I was ready to make weight weeks ago, like for the 22nd of January show, which had been postponed, and then the 6th of February again in Dubai was postponed. Like all those times, I was ready to make weight, and my weight was perfect. Again, I just have to take my hat off to my nutritionist Stephen Floyd, who put me through DAXA scans at the start of camps and body composition, and he's able to calculate what I can and can't do, and I just put all my trust in that man, and he just comes up with the magic of the diet and the training methods with my S&C coach Mark Rennie, who they just put together the plan, and for me now it's unbelievable. But then I look and go, this is what being a professional is. People don't want to invest in this type of stuff because it costs money and they're only getting a couple of bucks here and there this early in their career, but they're happy to go and spend a couple of £100 drinking alcohol after their fight, but they won't spend a couple of £100 on a nutritionist, or they won't spend a couple of £100 on a body composition scan or their S&C coach. So for me, that's my investment, and the reward is I'm not lightweight.
Well, lightweight, yeah, and you've got a tough fight on your hands against Gavin Glenn. I've known Gavin for, I think I done my first interview with him in Cardiff about 4 years ago, and he's a nice guy. He's a good fighter as well. I'm guessing you've seen the Joe Cordina fight. He comes to fight. He comes from the front foot. What's your thoughts on Gavin and obviously the fight itself?
No, he seems a good, confident lad, and I like to see it because I mean he's a fighter. He's sacrificing everything that I'm sacrificing, and I understand the struggles of that. He's been here twice now for 2 titles, 2 domestic titles with Joe Cordina, James Tennyson. and we do know he's very durable, and he's going to come and put on a good display and give a good account of himself. But me personally, I know my capabilities. This is a perfect fit for me to progress in my career.
I seen a quote from Gavin that said something along the lines of, I don't want to be misquoted here, but it was something along the lines of that if you try and fight on the inside or come forward, then he can stop you. That now you're entering his world, so to speak, that if you do try and come on the front foot or you try and fight on the inside, then he's going to stop you. What's your thoughts when you hear something like that? Does it play into your game plan, or do you think about that often, or what's your thought process when you hear something, a fighter that you're going to fight that says something like that?
He only has 2 stoppages on his record. I might just take him up on that. I might just take him up on that challenge. I might just get in and just give it a go. I'm capable of doing it. I might just get in and box and use my mind, use my brain and my skill set. But again, like I say, I'm glad he's confident. It means there'll be no excuses after the fight, and he'll give it. I'm sure now I know what his game plan is, so for me it's very easy to understand what I'm going to do, and it makes it more enjoyable for me.
Being that you're a lightweight, I know that £5 you usually make 140, but the £5 difference now, do you still feel strong? I know it might be a dumb question because you've said, I feel great, I feel in this, but do you feel like you're going to carry the power that you had up at lightweight and stuff like that, and your punch resistance is going to still be there? Because £5 is almost half a stone. It is a lot of weight to lose for the first fight and stuff like that. And going in against somebody like Gavin Glenn, who's a good fighter, I mean, are you still going to feel that strength in there when you step in that thread between them ropes?
Well, my camp, and like nothing's changed. Honestly, nothing has changed at all. My calories have been the exact same. My meal plans, everything's been the same. My training methods have been the same. Literally, like nothing's changed. And I can honestly say I feel the exact same as it did making super lightweight. And the only thing that probably has changed is I've wore a sweatsuit this time.
Which 99% of boxing, it was just normal. Yeah.
And I didn't have as much twixes throughout camp. That's the only 2 things that I can honestly say has changed. And my numbers and my strength are higher now than they were when I was at lightweight. So
that answers that. I'll be stupid of me not to mention his name, being that you're both in the same division. You're both Irish. I know you're not looking past Gavin Glenn, but Gary Curry's fighting for the WBO European title. You've probably on this collision course, being that you're both from Ireland, you're both 6 foot, you're both southpaws, you're both MTK. I mean, is that a fight? I know you're not looking past Gavin Glenn, but is that a fight that we may see in the future if he goes on and beats Gorachov next month?
Yeah, it's been a fight that's been talked about for so long now. I think MTK see the talent in the both of us and the capability that we're both able to probably go on the world level, and if we're both capable of doing it, why not let both of us do it? I think that's the smart way that MTK are looking at it. He goes one route, I go the other route. We'll meet at the end for an all-Irish showdown for a world title, make history, why not? And I know Gary's good enough to do it, and I believe I'm good enough to do the same myself. So yeah, it makes sense to me that one day we will do it. We will have a showdown. I would like for Gary to win the WBO, and then hopefully I'll pick up a Commonwealth title here, and then maybe go EBU or wherever else is out there. Like the way we're being managed, the both of us have been brilliant from MTK. So let them manage us till a world title each, and then go for the big one. That would be fireworks for a world title.
An all-Irish class for a world title, man, that would be unreal. But you said there that let us get to a world title, let us get to that world level now. Again, it'll be stupid of me not to mention this, but right now, you and Gary, well, you have just entered probably the hottest division in the world right now, with Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, even Lomachenko is still there. Luke Campbell still there or thereabouts. I mean, you're right now in the hottest division, arguably in the world right now.
100%.
How excited are you to be to step into this division right now?
It is exciting to be thrown in, like your name mentioned with them names. I think it's good because they're all very similar, stylistic. If you look at Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Davis, they all box the same. They all have that like Mayweather stance, shoulder roll. They all have the same attack, counter attack.
Short, stocky.
Short, yeah, explosive. I would like to see how they figure each other out. Even Davin Heaney, I watched it, and then Shakur Stevenson as well is knocking around there as well. They all box the exact same. So you only need to near enough figure one of them out, figure them all out. Now, Lomachenko is barely spoken about anymore, and he can still beat all those guys. Ryan Garcia put on a massive performance against Luke Campbell as well, and threw his name right in the mix with a bit of a different style, which makes it exciting. So I'm hoping that I would be hoping to come up against one of those guys in the next year and a half. I would love to. It would be unbelievable.
Oh, I'm gonna ask it then, Sean. You say a year and a half. Then which one's your preference? I mean, the names there: Haney, Lopez, Garcia, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, even Luke Campbell. I mean, for you, which one would you prefer? Lomachenko as well. Which one would you prefer if you had your choice? Because again, these guys are big names, big superstars in their own right. But who would you like to go up against?
I would.
Them all.
Styles wise, I would like to fight Ryan Garcia. I think Luke Campbell done okay, considering his approach to the fight. I don't know if his tactics were right. He was just going back, giving up space in the ring, which I found he could have just stayed where he was and punched from where he was rather than getting onto the ropes and then covering up and taking shots. I think it's something that I picked up and something that I think that I could bring to the fight with Ryan Garcia and just give him a good account of myself, and I really do believe we'll beat him. Really do. Like even now, not even a year and a half now, like right now. So a year and a half now, if I can get the opportunities of being amongst them boys, let's get it on.
Well, Sean, all you got to do is keep winning. That's the name of the game here.
Easy part.
Aye, that's easier said than done for you, for me even. But like I said, I want to say thank you for taking this mic off me because my shoulder's killing me holding it up. But finally, before
you're a team player,
you're a team player. You are a team player, mate. That's what I like about you. Finally, before I let you go, tomorrow night, big fight, Commonwealth title, your first major title. What can the fans on IFL TV? What can we expect from you?
Expect a good performance, a good explosive performance, and honestly, like, tune in because I know that every single fighter in around my division or who coaches a fighter in around my division are going to be watching to see how I perform at lightweight, and I am very excited to show you that I will perform at lightweight exactly how I performed at super lightweight and even better, because I'm gonna have a bit more advantage over my opponents now with being that size. So tune in, let's get it on, baby.
Finally, before I get one mention for young Dominic Vaughan, who's going to be in your corner tomorrow. Just one quick message on young Dom.
Dom's been phenomenal with me, coaching. He's come on leaps and bounds. He's got a real good understanding of boxing, and he's a top lad. And we've got a good bond going together now, and I mean, top coach in the making, and he's just continuously learning all the time, like everyone else. You can never stop learning in this game. Another new experience for him. He's been to America with me before. He's been to America with Paddy Barnes. He's done the corners in big arenas like that in Madison Square Garden. So I have a lot of confidence in Dom in my corner, and I'm very excited for him to come in the morning with me and get the show on the road.
Like you say, Sean, final word, let's get it on.
Bang, bang, grease hip.
There it is. Well done, Sean. Thanks so much for doing this for TV, mate. Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers, lad.
Thank you.